Hi there, I'm Alex.
And I'm Elizabeth.
We're the co-service chairs for Alpha Lake Productions.
And we are presenting to you Coping with COVID, a mental health journey through 2020.
We wanted to create a little snippet of this past year and kind of like explain the struggles that we've had throughout this pandemic, but then also show how we've prevailed and how we've, still managed to create art and have fun doing it.
Yeah, and on top of that, we just wanted to really prove that even in the toughest of times, we could still all get together and do something amazing. And especially with such a topic such as mental health, we really wanted to just be able to tackle that and show how important that is even in the toughest of times.
Yeah.
So, we hope you enjoy Coping with COVID.
Hey,
Hey
what's up?
guys!
How's it going?
Oh my goodness!
So good to see you guys.
Look at us on Zoom.
I know.
Hey everybody.
Hey, could you turn that off?
How are you guys doing?
That's kind of loud.
I'm good. Guys, look at my background.
What?
I'm
Wait, what did
I
you
said
say?
I'm good. Did you guys see that one news
Huh?
article?
Yeah, I did. I can't believe what they're saying. It's unbelievable.
Kids these days
Wait,
don't
what
know the half of
I
it.
know. They really don't. Wait, what?
I said kids these days don't know the half of it. We can't hear you. You have to unmute.
I'm so confused.
This bottom.
Lower left. It looks like a mic. Hit the mic. It's not that hard.
You guys, look at my background.
Goodbye, I guess.
I think they're having trouble with their Wi-Fi.
Well, we tried.
Hi, my name is Sharon. I was really bummed out when all of my friends started getting married, so I decided to start looking for husband material. So here I am. I'm here to find my perfect wedding dress. It really has to suit my fiancé. He is so hot. Honestly, the whole world is talking about his buttocks. I know, it's so weird to talk about, but when you know, you know. And I know my fiancé is the one for me. Oh, who is he? Why, the Duke of Hastings, of course. But I'll be the first real girl to claim him. So I need to find a wedding dress that really complements my figure. Needs to be like, meant for a princess. But also really figure-hugging. Of course my entourage's opinion really matters.
Hi, I'm the maid of honor, and I won't let my best friend Sharon settle for anything. She needs to have her dream wedding, so I'm going to be picky, and I will do anything to make her dream a reality.
Hi, I'm Mom. I'm here with the budget. We have exactly 69 cents to spend on this wedding gown. We have decided collectively as an entourage to get the thrift shop wedding dress of the century to complement my daughter Sharon's many curves.
So, how do we like dress number 1?
I have no opinions.
I love it, but it's not you.
Hate it. Okay,
Look
I
like
really
you
like
love
it, but I agree.
So, how do you like dress number 2?
I have no opinions.
This is the one. This is it.
It's a little pricey.
I just don't know if I'll ever find my dress.
So, how do we like dress number 3?
This is the one. I feel it.
This is perfect. It's you. It's sexy. I love it.
Gosh, I'm crying.
So, Sharon, I have to ask, Are you saying yes to this dress?
Yes! Hi, welcome to my wedding day.
We are gathered here today to celebrate two very real people as they profess that love for each other in front of all of their family and friends. Do you, Sharon, take the Duke of Hastings to be your lawfully wedded husband?
Yes, 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 I do.
Duke of Hastings, take Sharon to be your lawfully wedded wife?
Right. I am yours.
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may Netflix and chill for eternity.
Hi, my name is Varsha. I wrote a few of the scenes that you might have seen in our service documentary short film. It was a lot of fun to be able to have the opportunity to speak truthfully about the weird, childish whims that float through my head on a daily basis, and talking about all of the things that I've been actively doing during quarantine. I wrote the scenes Gotta Get Active, Netflix Trip, and Arts and Crafts starring Plant Moms, and it was very liberating to be able to talk about what I've been doing in quarantine, like pressing flowers, watching Netflix, and being too afraid to step into a gym. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and most of all, I hope you had a good laugh, because that's honestly what I've wanted more than anything else during COVID and quarantine. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching.
Hi, welcome to Plant Moms, where we flatten our children. In today's episode, we're going to be going over the sacred art involved in the art of flower pressing. So the first thing you're gonna need is some fresh flowers, or in my case, on my morning walk, I came across this dead bramble, which I will be pressing in today's episode. Or if you're like some others and you just don't have that art for finding what's best for you, the supermarket, you can always find some ridiculously happy flowers there to press. And next, you're going to be needing your book. I just found this book. It's the heaviest book I have. The heavier, the better. And you're just going to want to take your flower and like sort of brush it along the pages and try to get to the center. I want to get deep in there. And then you're just going to leave that in your book, and you can close it on top, right? You're going to want to let this sit for a while, and it'll eventually flatten out or something like that. And so just flash forward like a few weeks later, or like 10 minutes in a microwave. I have gotten my pressed flower right here. Don't be saddened if yours doesn't look like this, but you're gonna notice that there's gonna be a lot of residual life left in your flower after it's time in the microwave, or it's time in the book. So you're gonna want to take your trusty scissors and really gut the flower. So I'm just gonna take them in there. There's just a lot of fluff and a lot of unnecessary life that you don't need. So really get your scissors in there. Yeah, this is it. Yeah. And so if you chose to not go to the supermarket and you didn't have to deal with whatever that was, let's go on to how you press your dead brambles, truly the highlight of today's episode. So you you have your book, and you're just gonna grab your dead brambles. You know, I've got this one right here. I don't know what that is. But put everything you feel like really goes together, like vibes with how you're feeling on the inside, and just lay them in that book. I found this. It's big. Oh, tangled. Yeah, this. And I'm gonna stick it in there. And you're gonna want to arrange it. You know, make it look nice. You know, nice. And you're just gonna press your book over it. That's beautiful. And so once you're at this position, you can just leave it in a good spot on your bookshelf, you know, or like under some weights or something, and come back in a few days, a week, you know, at some other point in your life, and you'll be able to take it out and have your treasures just preserved forever.
Hi, my name is Mackenzie Waxler. I have been the president of OTL for our 25th season, which has gone from 2020 to 2021. So COVID has affected OTL a lot. We were not able to do a lot of our shows because of COVID precautions from the CDC and from the university. So we had to stay under 10 people. Singing had to be done with masks and 10 feet apart. Otherwise, everything was 6 feet apart, kind of like usual. So that's really difficult for tons of student organizations. I don't know a single person that's in a student organization that wasn't affected by this. So yeah, it's really hard being in a theater organization. Even those not with the university really struggled to put on shows this year. It's really difficult to sing and be safe. It's really difficult to dance and be safe. It's really difficult to get together to have crowds and be safe, to get those rights to build things. It's just very difficult to put a show on because it requires so much community. And that's just something that we could not do in person. And most people know, you know, it requires so much movement and blocking and choreography and vocals, and that stuff is near impossible to do online, which was our main format of community this year. So that was something really difficult for us, and it made it really difficult for us to put on shows, particularly our musical, which we ended up putting on as a cabaret instead. Mostly just for rights reasons and because it was just becoming increasingly difficult to figure out a plan of how we could do this without any of us seeing each other ever. So because unfortunately we could not stream the entire cast, that would have totally been one thing. So that's definitely, it's been pretty difficult for us for sure. But I think we've been successful in a few ways. I think our play was incredibly successful. I was just super proud of the work that went into it. It would have been amazing to see it on stage, of course, but honestly, I just can't think of how it could have gone better. It was super impressive. It was super engaging and great to watch. And our one acts were really the guinea pigs for that. They put on our first virtual show, and I think that was really fantastic. And they worked really hard. So many of our period theater members worked really hard to put that together. So that was really great. As far as challenges go, I would just say it was really difficult because we didn't know what it was going to look like. Still, the university didn't really know, and it was not really communicated very clearly to us what the year was going to look like. So just trying to play catch up and be creative was super challenging because this was totally unique to us and to other student organizations and definitely to the university. And it was really difficult trying to understand the university's guidelines as they were changing every couple weeks. The biggest thing that I learned this year is definitely that you can still build a community even when it's not in person. I wouldn't say it's ideal, but you can still do it. I feel like, especially with my admin e-board, we all really got to know each other and we had a really good time, and we were able to meet one time at the end of the year. And like, it was like we had been together the whole time anyways. So I think you can make really real, genuine connections virtually. It doesn't feel the same in the moment, but you can really just pick right back up where you left off online. In the moment, it seems tiring, but the community that occurs actually does transfer really well to real life. I didn't meet a lot of our freshmen this year, unfortunately, in person, but the ones I met online and then later met in person, it was like we'd already spoken. So it wasn't awkward. It wasn't like, oh, we're meeting for the first time. And it's easier to meet virtually sometimes. So it was definitely like, that was actually very positive for me because I can sometimes be awkward introducing myself. And I felt like I didn't have to do that. And I just already knew everyone, which was really great. I would definitely change a couple of things. The main thing that I would change was maybe how our musical situation worked out. For sure, I definitely kind of have some regrets about that. I wish I would have probably taken more charge in that situation. Essentially, we ended up not doing musical at all due to some rights issues, and I wish we could have would have just re-voted for a new musical altogether in retrospect, but hindsight's 2020, haha. So that's unfortunate, but I'm really glad with the project that kind of came out of it. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of things I would change in retrospect, I guess, but nothing, that caused the world to tumble down. And I think at the end of the day, they were all really great learning experiences. And I hope that next year we can do stuff in person. But if not, I hope that we're able to take what we learned and to do so much better next year, because it was definitely a struggle and it was not as good as other years. And I recognize that, and it was really disappointing. But I really hope that we can take that and become a better organization because of it. So yeah, thank you.